Welcome back everyone to another episode of the Bayern Munich Career Mode series. This will be the 16th episode of the series, and before we get into anything, I want to thank you guys for all the support you gave on the last episode. If we can aim for 70 likes on this episode, once again, that would be greatly appreciated. The last episode was a very eventful episode as well, and I do recommend you go back and watch it by clicking the eye in the top right corner. We're going to start the episode off here with a massive game in the round of 16 of the Champions League, the second leg against Manchester City. We're then going to have 3 Bundesliga fixtures that I'm hoping to play, and at the end of this episode we are going to be edging ever so closer to the end of the first season of this career mode, but we are going to be starting off this episode with a really vital game here against Manchester City, and that is of course the second leg of the Champions League at the Etihad Stadium. We already have a 3-1 aggregate lead over Man City from the first leg, so the main thing that we need to do in this game is just make sure that we hold on to that lead. Because I was pretty stupid and didn't rest a lot of players from the last game, there's quite a few players that are unfit to start this one. We're replacing the tired Lewandowski with Müller up front. Not really too sure how that's going to go. We've got Koeman and Costa replacing Robben and Royce. Thiago will be starting at the cam position for probably the first time this season, replacing Draxler. A player that hasn't really had too much game time featuring this season, Xabi Alonso, is going to be replacing Arturo Vidal. Since Kimmich is out injured, we're going to have to put our faith in Xabi Alonso. The only change we're making in defence is going to be Haisaj coming in for Lahm. Like I've said already, the main thing in this game is just making sure that we don't concede and we hold on to our aggregate lead. And despite the wholesale changes to the first team lineup, I'm confident we can do that. And looking at the teams left in the Champions League, I'm not going to be listing all of them, but there's quite a lot of good teams that are still left in this tournament. We've already managed to beat Pep once in this series. Hopefully we can do it again, but looking at their lineup, it's not going to be easy. With their attacking line of Sterling, Aguero and De Bruyne, I'm very worried for this game. And even their midfield as well, with David Silva, Gundogan and also Fernandinho, it's looking like a really strong lineup. It's going to be a real test of our defensive integrity in this game, just making sure that we hold on to the lead and don't concede. It's now going to be Thiago running through the Man City midfield, playing it here to Thomas Müller. We don't really have too many options on. If we can get it back to Thiago, that would be brilliant, and it's offside. Damn it. So close to being onside there, but the Man City defenders did really well to catch him offside. They're putting on a bit of pressure now, Man City. They've got a chance here with Silva having a shot, but it's over the bar. Poor effort. Here's Kevin De Bruyne now, getting the cross into the middle. Bit of a wayward cross, but it's fallen for Fernando, who goes for a shot, and it's a great save there by Neuer. So as expected in this game so far, it's been a pretty defensive display. Probably not too many highlights in this one, and although it may seem a bit negative, just me sitting back and there not being too many highlights, I just feel like if we go attacking and just expose ourselves at the back, then Man City will punish us with the players they've got. We'll play it inside though to Xabi Alonso. He's got a good pass on him. Now it's Kingsley Coman fake shotting round Aurier and having a shot as well, but a great save there by Bravo. We'll wait and see if there's a passing option opening up. There is. Coman playing it inside here to Douglas Costa. Nice scoop turn, and he's going to have a shot as well, but it's over the bar, and that's a really poor finish. It's played forward now for Thierry Ambrose off the bench, getting the cross into the middle. De Bruyne wins the header, and it's going to be an interesting final 10 minutes in the game now. They've made it 2-3 on aggregate, and De Bruyne has celebrated that goal like it's a World Cup winner, when in reality, they're not back into the game just yet. It's certainly going to make for an interesting final 10 minutes in this game as we try and hold on to this lead and make sure we don't concede. It's going to be Kimmich trying to play this over the top. We've got a lot of space here with Coman, and we could finish off this game here with a really good goal, but it's over the bar from Coman. And although we've lost this game at full time against Man City, we have gone through to the next round of the Champions League. It was a valiant effort by Man City to try and mount a comeback, but it was just a bit too little too late. They didn't score till the 79th minute with Kevin De Bruyne with the header, so it was a little bit too little too late for them, and I do feel a bit sorry for them. It was a very defensive display from me, not the perfect defensive display as we did end up losing the game, but we are through to the next round regardless. A really important result there from Juventus. They've beaten Barcelona there, and to know that I'm not going to be facing Barcelona in the latter stages of the tournament if we get there, that's really good. But it looks like in the quarterfinals we are going to be facing up against Arsenal, who did beat Olympique Lyon. So we do now have the next game of the episode here against Frankfurt in the Bundesliga, but we will be simming this game. There isn't really too much point in playing this game because we still have 2 other games to be playing, and Frankfurt, despite getting 3 wins in their last 3 games, aren't really doing too well in the league at the moment. We do also have a lot of players that are tied for this game, but we are going to go ahead and skip, and we do end up winning this one 3-1 with Bernat Bernat, Royce and also Thiago scoring. I just want to point something out as well. Donnarumma's actually had an update to his game face and I'm really liking the look of that. It's a lot better than the old one. I think they've done it with Romagnoli as well and maybe a couple of other players, but those are the only two that I've noticed so far. Before the next game of the episode, we are also going to be having a bit of player training here, and from this session we do end up seeing Henriks, our young left back, going up to a 68. It is now time for the next game of the episode though, and this one will be against Mönchengladbach in the league. And we're going to be going with our fully strengthened lineup for this game. Lewandowski does look ready and he's been in good form recently. He's currently top scorer in the Bundesliga with 14 goals and hopefully he can get some more today. The good thing is, going into this game we also have the best away record. We are currently undefeated with 9 wins and 3 draws. Hopefully we don't get another draw from today's game, but looking at Mönchengladbach's lineup, they've got a lot of good young players in there. They've got Mahmoud Dahoud in there, they've got Christensen on loan from Chelsea. Eden Hazard's brother as well, he's a very good attacking midfielder. Can try and find some space inside. That's really good dribbling. It's now Lewandowski here to Sanchez. Out wide here to Alaba. Always get Coman and then mixed up, but it's a really poor challenge there by the defender and it's going to be a penalty. And it's Herman the German tracking back from that right mid position and not doing too well defending there against Alaba. But it is now going to be Lewandowski stepping up for this penalty. Hopefully he can dispatch this one and get his 15th goal in the league, and he does end up doing that. I'm finally starting to get the hang of this penalty taking technique, and it's a really good finish there by Lewandowski. And he buries that penalty to get his 15th goal in the league so far this season, and he's really been on fire in the league. 36 minutes gone. Mönchengladbach are hanging on to this game by a thread, and it's going to be Douglas Costa with the shot, and it's off the bar. Can we win the header? It's not one, and Fabian Johnson does clear it. Oh, Draxler, that's lovely. That's really good play. It's here to Royce now with the shot, and he misses the chance. How did he miss that? How on earth did he miss that chance? He should have at least put that one on target, and that would have been the end to a really nice move. We could have easily had a bigger lead at half-time. We missed a few good opportunities, but we did score the penalty with Lewandowski. If we get some similar good chances to the ones we had in the first half, I need to make sure I take them a bit better. I've only just realised this, but I forgot to put Neuer back in goal for this game, so I need to make sure in the next game that I remember to put him back in. But so far it's been pretty routine for Donnarumma, not having to make too many saves. That's a really good ball into the middle though, and Royce wins the header. And he probably should have done better with that header. It's directed wide in the end. We can take this ball forward now with Vidal trying to charge at the defenders. Really good ball forward here for Draxler, but a great interception. It's going to fall for us though. Really lucky to keep hold of the ball and have a shot with Draxler, and it's a really good finish to make it 2-0. I've always said those crossbody shots have been overpowered, and that's a fantastic finish there by Draxler. Jan Sommer stood no chance of saving that one, and we bury that opportunity. Draxler hasn't really converted too many chances this season, but when he has done, they have been very important goals. And they're now going to try and get this ball forward. It's poor defending by me. They have a shot. It's hit the bar. And it's going to fall for them there with Lars Stindl getting the goal. Disappointing to concede that goal. We should have done a lot better defending that one. But it does mean that Mönchengladbach are undeservedly back into the game. Thiago, great interception there. The defender was dilly-dallying. And we're going to play this one through. And it's going to be Marco Reus, who should score against his former club. And again, he misses. How has he missed that chance? That should have gone in. That's a really poor finish. But we do end up winning this game 2-1 against Mönchengladbach. A very good result, and it probably should have been by more goals. Royce could have had a few goals against his former club, but he did end up missing a few good opportunities. We do now have some player training though after that game, and we are going to simulate this session. And we do end up seeing Donnarumma going up to an 85 overall, which is absolutely insane. And considering he's still only 17, that's some unbelievable growth from him. We do have some emails here saying that some of the youth players we've got in our academy do want to get promoted. Kovac is one of the players that does want to get promoted, but I don't think he's good enough, so I'm just going to release him. Stepanak was another player that does want to get promoted, but again, he hasn't really turned out to be a good player, so I'm just going to reject him. We are now going into the final game of the episode though, and this one will be against Augsburg in the Bundesliga. We are going to be making a few changes for this game, resting a couple of first team players. Kimmich will be starting his first game after coming back from injury, and it's good to see that he's back in the team. And the only other change that we are making is bringing Bernat into the left back position for David Alaba. And Augsburg have started the game off positively here. They've won a corner 3 minutes in, and it's Schmid into the middle. They win the header. We need to clear it away. Neuer's... what has he done there? Neuer! Oh my god, that is a really, really poor bit of goalkeeping there. Neuer spills the ball and they've got an easy tap in. Maybe it was a mistake to put Neuer back into the first team because Donnarumma wouldn't have done that. I guarantee you that. It's just, what is that? That is just so poor. He could have left that one for the defenders to clear away, but instead he makes an absolute howler there and Finn Bogerson does score. Right, I thought I'd fix this problem. I thought that this was all over, but apparently once again I've got another corruption issue. So yes, we have seen the start of the game. We saw the goal that we conceded, but after that all of the footage got corrupted and I'm just really infuriated. So not only am I having problems with corrupted gameplay, but the audio that I'm recording from my microphone is just terrible. It really is. And you can listen to the audio now because I did manage to recover some of it, but not enough to show the rest of the game. That would have... It's going to be thrown out here for Douglas Costa. Look how much they're... And there we have it. It's a shock loss. I cannot believe we've lost in the second half. I'm just... Like, what even is that audio? It's just so annoying. One thing I've said 5 minutes prior then gets merged with something I've said 5 minutes later in the game. It's honestly just so infuriating. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to fix it, but I'm going to try my best to get to the bottom of it. Whatever's going on, it's a serious problem. I do need to sort it out, but from this game that we did end up playing, you saw the first goal that we did concede, and unfortunately, we did end up losing that one 2-0. I'm really gutted that I lost that game, but I'm even more gutted that I can't show you the footage because some of the stuff that happened in that game, the first goal itself was just ridiculous, but even the second goal that Augsburg scored to make it 2-0 and win the game was just as bad. It was probably even worse. It's frustrating because I'm not going to be able to fix this issue straight away. I'm going to be going away for a week, so I need to pre-record episodes if I can, but with these constant freezing and glitching issues that I'm having with my software, it's making it really difficult. So if there's a lack of content over the next week, I really do apologise, but I really don't think there's too much I can do. If you have enjoyed this episode, make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe if you are new around here. But apart from that, guys, I'm going to have to leave it there, and I'll see you next time for another video. Thanks for watching.